Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Disco Elysium, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our Let's Play. First time me trying to finally beat this game after several years, and I want to go in this elevator right here and continue exploring the whirling.
This small elevator
Look in.
smells of nougat and sweat.
Gross.
Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for two people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Look at the controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads, Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
It says last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
This was maintained a long time ago.
At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
I wonder what this was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. We're going in. Oh my god, there's another whole room over here. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine, futurism themed. Okay. Oh, there's a coat. Ooh, and this is a pinball maker's coat. This is a really nice coat. It has empathy and hand-eye coordination. Look at that. It's like a trench coat. Sweet. We could definitely use that. The pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up fixing the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
He taps his foot.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Whirling in Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all left over from that.
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice makers said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
Me too, and I leveled up again.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Could this mean the Whirling in Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this.
You're darn right it would. Alright, there's this desk, I could open it, right? I thought I saw it highlighted. Maybe I just Maybe it was just Kim. Oh, there's footprints.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
He looks at you.
This is so good it makes him forget the whole Kimball memory.
It does.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
He loves it. What does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind Classius' room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Let's have a closer look then.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Soul could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
The prints look like one person went back and forth.
Between that and that.
He points to the barred door. It doesn't look like the odd-soled print we found at the hanging, Kim.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
This doesn't look like the worker boots from the hanging, does it?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Get up.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Let's move on. Alright, we're rocking it. So I've leveled up several times, and I have 5 skill points. I should open up a new thought. Let's get wild. And what was the one that I got that I was really proud of? Yeah, look at this. It just gives you +1 interfacing. Do it. Alright. There's a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side. Oh my goodness, what kind of a creeper?
This is the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
So what's on the other side?
We've veered off into a folded M dimension. I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Classius about this route. See how she reacts?
Folded M dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series, In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly, and reads science fiction.
Unbar the door. So I don't think it's enough time to talk to her yet. She's going to need more time, but we could ask her.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
I haven't listened to the tape yet, so I shouldn't talk to her about it. Volition. I need to talk to your room again. Let's listen to the tape.
Not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. drinking coffee, most likely.
Alright. Let me go back. I don't think I missed anything. I'll go back this way really fast, though. So I guess my boombox just plays, I don't know what, but,
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
okay, so this is in my boombox. Now, I'll put it away. I want to listen to it in a private place, not near the Hardy Boys. let's go over here. This is good. No, it's right above him. Let's go into my room, Kim. I'm sorry.
The portal reel is
Play
just you push, command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the sound of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
A click, then silence. The rest is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your portal reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree. He also sounded inebriated.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
Who's this Cordy?
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer.
See, I've never
or maybe
figured out these
Kohoi
tattoos.
is just murk talk for atrocity, slaughter.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then...
But he did say he was going to do it.
Indeed, but...
Yeah.
There's more going on here than we know.
Alright, what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony. At least to some degree.
It does. Oh, was I supposed to photograph?
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the
Right,
it
I've
still
done this.
Kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
Who are you?
For you to discover. Someone close, someone who knows about history could tell you.
Ah, can I show her the photo? So it's like if I interact with it, I just look at it myself. I mean, she doesn't want to see it right now. It's not going to go well. But I can talk to her again. I hate to barge in on her like this, but...
Hello, officer.
Alright, so
Brings you up here again.
first of all, I need to talk to you about your room.
Yeah?
The door there, point to it. Did you know it leads downstairs to an elevator?
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
It's an old pinball workshop, the room back there. It used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
There's a peephole on the other side looking into your bedroom.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
The lieutenant points to her window. The unmade bed is visible through the glass.
Okay.
There's a pause as she processes this.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
We don't know.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
If it is recent, who do you think made it?
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know.
She does. She must have some idea.
I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
There were tracks on the floor. They're recent.
Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
You must have some idea who might have been interested in making it.
Honestly, I have no clue.
Yet, maybe it's something she's keeping for a later move, when she's more sure of herself.
Okay. That's all for now.
Mm-hmm.
I got other questions.
All right.
I got to get my volition right to do this. Titus gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention.
She puts her coffee cup down, with a soft ring, as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks the cup back up.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes, the word whore was
He
used.
liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi,
The young woman lights a new cigarette with the butt of her old one.
he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why did he say things like that? Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
She's quite observant about the human character, trained to observe, even.
Did you learn this from studying Oranji's lit? Sounds psychological.
People who go to university know how to use words like internalize and integrate, officer. Now, what was that expression?
She's still looking for it.
There's more to this. She has an index in her head of pathologies and how to exploit them. I can almost see her turn the pages.
Coping mechanism?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
There's his name. Lele.
He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Weren't you afraid?
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Kohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely,
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
The lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things the field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. Everything left to be clarified is in the column on the left.
Okay. Where is Lelystad, the place?
He was 42.
Oh, I pushed the wrong button. He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no,
His memory makes her smile.
we even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
The lieutenant taps on his notebook once, as though assigning some kind of point.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
I did not know this was a competition, Kim.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
Where in Lelystad, the place?
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
So you were both from Oranje.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not patriotic?
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
Wow. His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Kim, I said to put the brilliantine on the form. Do I get a point?
No.
But I put it down there. Point to the red autopsy slip.
Okay, sure. Here you go. What else are we missing, officer?
Yeah, I got some experience. He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh,
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
What did it represent, do you know?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off to chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Is this Oranese lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranese lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself.
She leans even further back to demonstrate.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Could it be love that did him in? No, not that topic. We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
Could it be love that did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me love did him in.
That's not funny, officer.
Her voice is like a slash through the air. Her shoulders tense up.
Oh, she doesn't want to talk about how I talked to him in the photograph. I finished the Van Eck. Well, let me see what she says about something miraculous is coming.
The lieutenant blinks. His expression does not change.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's see where this is going.
From way out in the northwest, he told me.
Cool.
She doesn't even have anything to say about that. I think we're finished with this line of questioning.
All right.
The lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Let's talk about the assault.
Not my favorite topic.
No, we're done with
How
that.
about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
I want to do this. I'm going to come back to this.
Arno van Eyck. Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise. Van Eyck is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around. especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on, just threw it away, and then it ended up in the hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it.
So the bonuses are all Motorix white checks unlocked, reveals Von Eyck gig posters in the world. Huh. Alright. I don't know what that means. It just all checks that I failed just get unlocked by it? I mean, I guess that's cool. You know, some of these, like, you can't tell. I'm going to unlock another one and internalize this. Now, I don't know why these are all connecting like that. I don't know what that means. I don't understand this thought cabinet at all, but I'll deal with it. Okay.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
That's what she said.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old?
Where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
The lieutenant isn't quite sure he heard you. How old do I look?
How old? 58.
Oh my god, that's really old. Really?
You asked.
Maybe you're wrong. You were wrong about the deceased. He was way younger.
He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
I feel like I've been decomposing for longer than that. The ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as that of death itself, Lieutenant Kisaragi.
There's silence. Then a little more.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go?
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
All right. Let me just quickly see if I have anything for Volition. Volition is purple. There's probably, I mean, maybe there isn't, but I really wish there was a better way to do this. I've said it so many times, but I wish I could just sort by Volition or put on, you know, Volition or whatever. It's so hard to, here we go. Like, remember any of this stuff? What they give you? Okay. That's as good as I'm going to get. Let me talk to her.
Hello, officer. What brings...
Soft,
I made it.
light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too? Me? What did I do? I'm merely a master thespian. These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore.
I knew something was
I'm
off.
sorry I didn't catch it sooner. It takes conscious effort on your part.
Does this mean she's been lying to me?
Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is. She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can I trust any of them ever again?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with her.
Yeah, she's deceiving us.
A light green speck and imperfection on the outer rim of her right iris. It sparkles.
What's her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised.
How did this happen?
How it always does, through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again?
No.
What use is it then?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume all of them.
I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Miss, are you manipulating me?
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
All right. Let's return to this later. Well, everyone, the plot thickens. There's a peephole. There's pinball. We've got to go confront Titus yet again. I hope you're still enjoying this series like I am. I feel like we're building to something here, and we're making amazing progress. I will check you in the next one. Take care.